So, the word that I'm coming up with today is multiplicative. What multiplicative could mean is multiplying effects or results that are of a similar result that different influences could have. Different influences meaning some gate is a stationary energy that gives you a certain energy charge. It receives different charges from different objects, and it gives you a new confusion. No, I mean like a not a confusion, not the confusion, but a combination fusion, a whole different confusion, in such a way where in such a way where it's like where you get a similar result from a certain energy that's a different energy from a different energy. It gives you a unique energy, but it could give you a similar result based on the different combinations and the different placements that are there. The placements being, the details of it being in a certain line in a certain gate, and then the combinations of what energy is ultimately in a certain space station where and a celestial beacon is there for it to emit a unique energy. So what multiplicative means, bear with me please, it's a certain energy could give a certain spark emission, and that energy giving you a spark emission, it could give you something of a result of you going more away from it or towards it, respectively. You needing to want to go be alone for whatever energetic reason, which is totally healthy and totally encouraged and hopefully not misinterpreted, and different reasons could cause your aloneness, because there's different notes and how the same notes could come up within different themes, but it's a different flavor of a unique energy, because certain gates and certain transits and aspects, they can make you want to be alone, or they can make you want to be more more approachful, right? So there's something of a yin and a yang effect here. There's energies that want you to go towards something. Certain energy charges are making you want to go towards the community, or certain energy charges are making you want to go alone doing your thing. That's because the different aspects and the transits and the planets, they're all doing very unique things where they're receiving the energy, all of them uniquely. And go back to past videos just to kind of like brush up on what the moon technology is. But it's not just the moon. The moon is just the nearby vicinity on how that's the shared energy is the moon, that beacon itself. But all the planets are receiving and recharging, and we all react and respond to all the planets, but the moon particularly per the humans and the water element, and how the moon technology has a relationship with the moving of the tides and the water and whatnot, and that's discussed in the underground and past videos respectively. The thing here is like the moon makes us more so in conjunction with the humans and the water element. It makes us react and respond to the elements, that how the body of water is kind of reacting towards all the other planets most respectively, and their celestial qualities. But the moon more particularly, it's something that's making us, energetically, we kind of like, whether we know it or not, unconsciously to consciously, the moon is making us like it's making us like more or less like see how we could foster the energies, how we could like how we're just a general receptive being. And when we have a certain type of receptivity, we're kind of more or less working with the moon, right? Because the moon is about receptivity, recharging the human being's like, purpose energy, the heart chakra respectively. And we're reacting and responding towards that human quote unquote dilemma of needing to be fulfilled and nourished, right? The moon nourishing and collecting the nourishing energies and we're reacting and responding to those nourishing energies. And the moon is that beacon that travels through the constellations that are nearby, in the nearby vicinity of the sun, Earth, and Saturn in a unique way, and all the other planets in a unique way. So what the moon here is doing, it's like it's in Aquarius, it's in gate 19, and we're reacting and responding to how that is receiving the notion of how we need to approach life correctly, and we have to do our energy work so life could approach us correctly. Because the moon in gate 19, the moon in Aquarius, it's all about patching up the ship, right? There might be holes in your ship. There might be like a metaphorical Titanic theme, right? You have to prevent the Titanic from sinking, right? Because what gate 19 really is, it's like it's seeing the multiplicative effect of how all the chakras are mystical, but within a certain part of the chakra, there's a highlighted mystical theme, right? And within that highlighted mystical theme, in such a unique way, the moon being in gate 19, Aquarius, it's activating the Aquarius constellation. And within that Aquarius constellation, it's activating the collective solar system body, and that collective solar system body, the root chakra is getting activated because the moon in Aquarius, it has a circuit to the root chakra. So within that root chakra, the moon is receiving and recharging the energies in an Aquarian like way, moon in Aquarius. And with that keynote in that sector of the Aquarius is, it's highlighted, the moon is receiving and recharging the highlighting energies of, does our ship have holes in it? We have to repair our ship, our human self and our community ship, right? Respectively. And as we're doing that, our unknowingness and our ignorance, we don't know that there could be a flaw, a rig, a unpatch, right? There could be something that's just like flawed pretty much as is. And as it's doing that, that's what Aquarius is about. It's seeing like, is the ship kind of like in a mechanical procedure like efficient way to do its course? Is the race car ready to go on the racetrack? Is the airplane ready to fly? That's an Aquarius type of theme. So within the moon in Aquarius, we're receiving and recharging those energies, whether we know it or not. Moon in Aquarius, and it's okay if we go through our life not knowing it. It's okay, but to know it, it's just a different type of new respective alignment. So within the moon in Aquarius, and then the sun being in Scorpio, that's provoking the standard square of how we have to, like, how there's just a big grand collective challenge of how all of these infrastructures take time to have like their own building procedure. And then different gates, they provoke aloneness in a unique way from the energy of the gate, or they provoke community gathering in a unique way, respectively. So within sun and moon, the moon being like the parenting energy, and the sun being like the young adolescent growing up. That sun and the moon, it's like we're being nourished by some technical intelligence. Moon in Aquarius, we could be nourished by that, and we're adapting to the identity of what it really means to kind of like grow up through just general tragedy. You have the best life ever, and I'll come back as always.